Hello and welcome to Star Trek Lost Voyages. My mic is actually working. I just want to point that out right off the bat. Yeah, everything works. Everyone's got names. I am the GM Tim. Welcome to Star Trek Lost Voyages. I just realized I forgot to change the title. I'll do that right now. Tonight is the Great Galactic Bake-Off, and we're gonna get right into it. So everybody kind of close your eyes. Imagine the camera pan. It does like a big sort of sweep across the galaxy and then zooms down in on Narendra Station. In the vast expanse of the universe where stars collide and galaxies merge, there exists a competition like no other. A contest not of strength or strategy, but of skill, creativity, and the universal language of taste. Welcome, dear viewers, to the Great Galactic Bake-Off. The camera then zooms down on tables shimmering with different items and foodstuffs from across the galaxy. It's different light twinkling in the lights of it. A vast kitchen that looks like the conference center in the Narendra Station has been converted. There's different stations with a whole bunch of kitchen equipments, and it's got the dramatic sort of swoop lighting that never seems to come from anywhere, and no one acknowledges that it exists, but it does. It's crazy. Today on Narendra Station, chefs from across the quadrant gather, each bringing their unique culinary traditions, all vying for the grand prize, the great trophy. And it wasn't ready to go, but I will be. And with intergalactic ingredients, the challenges are not to just cook, but to create art, tell a story, and bridge cultures. The camera shifts again, shows a Romulan in their baking outfit, sharpening knives and getting ready with rolling pins. And then it switches over to a judge standing in the side. They're doing all the narration. I'm just actually the voice of God from above. And then we've got our two teams. One of the team members is running late, so one of you, 4 of my players, are short at the moment. Your team member has not arrived. Who are the two teams? I'm gonna let our newest player, Caitlin, quickly introduce your character and pick which one of the other two are your teammates, or if you're the singled one out.
I am Osiwe Streb, science officer, human, a little bit of a chemist on the side, so that's his interest in baking. I think he might be the one who's the odd man out, but chillaxing about it for now.
I love it. I'm here for it. That's amazing. Okay. And then Leah, introduce your character. It sounds like you and Sam are on a team together.
Oh, great. My lieutenant junior grade, lieutenant junior grade is named Leah. She's a 37-year-old human with brown hair, and she's looking down at this the counter and all these books and ingredients and stuff, and looking over at Sam's character why did we do this? Why?
What were we
cool.
Looking a little flustered.
Look over, is I'm an ensign. You ordered me to be here. I'm supposed to be on security detail. I'm Linaris Tanan. I'm
fantastic.
I'm Bajoran. I didn't like the artistic and creative stuff from my planet. That's why I joined Starfleet Security. I'm really worried about that Romulan with knives.
This is the first time I've ever seen a Romulan here that isn't being taken to the brig. Why? I don't know what's going on here.
It's gonna be okay, little bear. It's gonna be okay.
Oh my god. Okay. Yet as flavors blend and dough rises, there's more simmering beneath the surface, just stews and broths. Diplomacy, intrigue, and age-old rivalries come to a boil as our competitors knead, whisk, and fry. They'll discover in this kitchen the stakes are higher than ever. Camera then kind of pans out, showcasing the teams prepping in their stations. There is a Klingon team arguing over who gets to hold the spatula. So tighten your aprons, preheat your ovens, and let the Great Galactic Bake-Off begin. And to the intro we go. All right, we are back. As we go, Tim will definitely... I got to check my mic is on. Yes, it is! Yes! 2 in a row, baby! 2 in a row! The names will change, just so you know, people. Just so you know. They'll catch you up. But we are gearing to go. So in great Bake-Off tradition, the teams will come in. I would like you, first off... Can we get an introduction, please, from our guest judge? So everyone in this room knows this guest judge. One way or another, you either know them from the Great Galactic Bake-Off, which is intergalactic show, or you have seen them and their work in journalism in the past. They're like they've been doing journalism for the Federation for many years, and some people wonder how old this person actually is. Like one of those kind of like long-lived aliens. So can I get please your introduction, sir?
Good evening. My name is T'Pol Hollywood. I'm of the species, I'm a one-offian, and today I'm judging in my very special, you think it's plaid, but it is in fact a ceremonial tablecloth I got on Earth one time at a hot dog eating contest. The hot dog being the second greatest foodstuff in the galaxy, at least in the Alpha Quadrant. It's very innovative.
I love it. The other judges, the other judges just kind of like, for almost the entire episode, they stand behind. No one dares interrupt T'Pol Hollywood, and will always just kind of default to their thing. Every now and then, one of them will kind of like pop a question or drop a little sort of side comment, but for the most part, T'Pol Hollywood seems to kind of like really drive the narrative of the show. I'm sorry. Caitlin, what was your character's name? Did you update the character sheet?
Osiwe.
Oh, okay, great. So Osiwe, your team member has not arrived yet. Unfortunately, we've got to start the show, so you're gonna have to kind of go it alone. One of the other kind of side judges or the kind of walks up. Are you good to kind of go on your own? Is that okay? Can we do that? You okay with this?
You know, I'm not necessarily here to win. I'm here to make friends, you know? So I'm I want to support my teammate no matter what. So we'll see what happens. It happens.
Federation Twitter is going off. Just here for trends. Excellent. And what would Federation Twitter? No, don't tangent, Tim. You got it. You got this.
No, Federation Twitter tangent.
So no.
We want to know.
It's just broadcast across subspace. I need to know.
Yeah, it's a subspace like quick, but it's like limited to 1 million characters because people got bored with it. That's what those little pens are for. It's like a direct, like they're just going constantly. It's a constant feed. Yeah. If you miss it for like a second, you've missed it. Like it's like that's why everyone's walking with a pad all the time. It's just running on the side. That's actually what all these numbers on the side really mean. Yeah.
They look at it in binary code because it goes.
Yeah, it's just in binary. Yeah, all the numbers running on the top of the screen right now, or that's all it is. Yeah. Okay. All right, Linares. So how are you prepping?
You mean for the being? I'm waiting for the secret ingredient. I think we
No.
get that
So
right.
this is literally so you guys can start building some momentum. So what are your character directives for the game are prime directive as always, but also baking is life is tonight's shared directive. You'll all have 2 determination. And I have 2 threat for each of you. And I am counting Gopal even though he's not here. So I've got 12 threats. So you might as well use them. But yeah, Linares, how are you prepping?
Well, first of all, the fact that the prime directive is one for a baking competition is hilarious. I plan on breaking that somehow. Don't know how it's gonna happen.
You've never even tasted anything like this before.
This tastes pre-warp. You're out of here.
I guess what I'm doing to prep for this is just getting my station in order because I actually have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm like, well, I'm going to put these things. I think I need them there. Is this a whisk? Yes.
So Laia, are you helping Linares? Like, how are you guiding?
Oh yeah, no, I feel like Linares and I, we're like ensign and lieutenant junior grade, and our commanding officers were supposed to be here and do this as like a charity thing, but they didn't want to, so they're like,
God, that's amazing.
Report to this room at this time. So we had no idea what was going on. And we just showed up, and so I'm like looking at what we have available, and I'm like trying to talk to the people around me, just like, what is happening? Why do I have a bunch of like mixing bowls? What is this? Yeah, like what is this grainy thing? Like I've never seen flour before. That's strange.
Fantastic.
So I mean my like character background is command, like I'm on the command track, and like I've got a bunch of like schmoozing essentially. So I'm gonna try to just make friends with the people around me to try to get an advantage.
Okay, great. And our Romulan guest, Leas? How are you saying?
Leas. Yes.
Leas.
Mm-hmm.
Just a lot of L names.
There's 3 syllables in there. Right.
Okay, Leas, how are you prepping?
Well, honestly, I'm not expecting this challenge to be any sort of a challenge because the Romulans are superior at everything, including pastry chefery. So I'm just polishing my assortment of knives. My place setting area, my table is just immaculate. Like it's just perfectly laid out. Everything is from large to small, and it's beautiful. It's shining, and yeah, I make no effort whatsoever to talk to anyone around me because no one is worth my time.
Like it's almost more than obvious that you are like over prepped for this kind of thing.
Oh God, I was born prepped.
Yeah. Okay. All right, I'll tell you what. So if you score more than 1 success on this skill check, you can grant a complication on another team. That's how we'll do this. So we'll start with you. Can I please get a prep check? So to do that, I would like, please, an insight and command. That is going to be your preparation.
Insight and command. Okay, here we go.
Nice. So you needed 1 success. You got 2. So you can either pool it. Pooling it means that people have access to the momentum. It boosts your skill checks later in the game as you want to make a roll. It'll work kind of like for everybody, even though you're like opposing teams, you all will be able to like tap into this pool. Or you can bestow a complication on another team, which just makes it a little bit harder. And that's only for tonight. For the rest of my regular crew. This is not something you can do to me every time you roll and want to be like, no, Tim, we're going to bestow a complication on you.
Yeah, I'm doing that for sure. Bestowing complication, definitely.
Which team?
Well, I kind of noticed that the command track, Leah, seems to be completely flustered as to what flower is. So I'd like to make that even more complicated for them.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, so Laia, you and Linaris will both have a extra complication. So now you have complication of 2 for the 2 of you.
Okay.
And so I would now like you both to make an insight and command, please.
Linaris is currently trying to read the label on the back of a bag to figure out. It's got those baking instructions. He's like, "What is?
Why is this? Just why? Not even
Why?
what? Just
Yeah.
why is this?
Hi. I'm so sorry, Tim. What do you need me to roll? Insight?
Insight and command, please,
And
both
command.
of you.
Well, like, could I apply a focus to this, or what? Is it just for funsies?
I'm sorry, what?
Why are we like? Could I apply?
It's
a
to build
focus
momentum. Yes,
Oh,
absolutely. You're
okay.
prepping your station to get everything ready.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Boop. Bow, 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 bow.
Whoa! So even with the complication, Laia is like ready. Like they have tapped into their inner pastry chef, and they are like, they see your like everything scaled, and they one up it. Like they've suddenly got shelves that somehow have materialized, but they didn't even know. All right.
This is coming in like just those giant 8-kilo bags of flour, one in each hand.
Yeah.
I think I got the ones you wanted, boss.
What the hell is that?
Has so much flour.
So much
Okay,
fun.
okay,
Where did you get
way to go,
those
man.
from?
It was good. It was good. I don't know where you got that from, but hopefully it wasn't from somebody else.
So Laia, you could pass on a complication to Asiwe if you want.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so Asiwe, you have an extra complication, so complication of 2. And unless you have something to gather information, you're going to end up putting 2 momentum into the pool. Is that what we want to do?
I would like to use 1 momentum and use my talents or like value, or I guess like I make friends very easily, so I'm just trying to make some friends and hear what we're baking to see if I can get ahead of the game, and then maybe like look up a recipe on my track.
So like you're trying to make friends with maybe one of the like the what are the assistant APs?
Yeah. Just like, wow, can you believe that they were making you guys work overtime? Like this is
oh my God.
Like insane.
So it's a Ferengi and AP, like it's a Ferengi
nice.
assistant producer. So the Ferengi's just kind of like, I know this is bullshit. It's like great baking. You know how much of this stuff I can't even eat because of my diabetes? Like it's just insane.
Absolutely. I mean, like what platinum's involved in this? I can't believe people would pay for this. Yeah.
Oh, but the merchandising. Oh my God.
Yeah, you got it.
Are you selling ads? Ad space? Gotta sell ads.
So I will tell you that the technical challenge involves an ingredient of a floral nature. That's the hint I will give you, Laia.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. All right, Linaris, let's get your roll really quick. And
Is there? I rolled a 2.
You rolled a 2. Everything is slow today with the rolls. I don't know why. I'm sorry. There it is. Maybe not. Okay, tell us what you got.
Well, Linares, being Bajoran, has a background in espionage. So he's going to try and see.
Jesus.
Of course you do.
If you don't know about Star Trek, Bajorans, have a background in espionage. Almost all of them.
They do now. Yeah, all right.
Anyways, he's going to try and peek over at the recipe book that the Romulans got. And you're like, what is that? What's going on? Just a little like, look-see on the way by. getting another bowl from the shelves in the corners.
Yeah. I mean, their signature dish looks pretty incredible.
Off the Romulan right away.
Just start spying. So you're spying on the Romulan instead of the other way. Oh, yeah, them down. All right.
There's no Cardassians here. Is that why? Is that why?
Do you just like make that comment as they walk by?
Yeah. Yeah.
They have the built-in spoon. The Cardassians have the built-in spoon on their fork.
Yeah, so they're eliminated from the competition because they naturally bring in their own coloring, and you can't do that.
Yeah.
No, you can't bring in. Yeah. T'Pol Hollywood won't allow it.
One of his only rules. He doesn't have very many. That's one of them.
One of the purely T'Pol Hollywood rules is that, and also that I'm going to be snacking a lot during the. I went to a planet that has this planet Nestle, and they have these lovely treats. Now I don't know if you know this, but in between these wafers of Kit Kat or other Kit Kats, and I do believe that the first Kit Kat has inside of the last Kit Kat. So by consuming these at great length, I believe I can unlock the secrets of the universe, or die trying.
All right. Paul Hollywood just kind of goes off on a Kit Kat tangent. His eyes kind of glaze over as the wafers there. Yeah, the wafers kind of power in within. Osiwe, can I get your check, please?
And I've got a complication of 2.
You've got a complication of 2. Yeah.
2.
Beauty. You scored an extra one as well. You scored a critical success, baby. So, to Paul Hollywood's in his Kit Katception. How do you want to? You were the only one that scored a crit, I think. Everyone else got like. Oh no, Leia's got one too. Yeah. So you've got your you can stock it or you can spend it. How do you want to? Because there's no one else to check prep.
I'm gonna stock it.
Stock it. Okay. All right, people. There are 2 momentum in the pool for everyone at reach, and we are gonna go to our very first competition. This is the signature dish. So in this challenge, each team is going to prepare a signature dish showcasing their culinary skills. This is going to be something that like has to do with their home world or something that's like very dear to them. It can be anything you want as a baker. So that's how we're going to go. To Paul Hollywood, you want to take it away and introduce the signature dish challenge?
Absolutely. The signature. I have the information on what the signature dish challenge is, right? Or do you just want me to repeat what you said in just a Paul Hollywood way?
A little bit of Paul Hollywood way, but you can also indulge yourself however you like. Literally, if you want to pick a theme for the signature dish, go right ahead.
The theme for the signature dish is signatures. I want this dish to be so you that we would need an analyst to determine that it is not you. And that analyst is a judge, and that judge is T'Pol Hollywood. And if you want to get the T'Pol Hollywood, the Hollywood head waggle, I don't touch people. You want the Hollywood head waggle. You don't want the tiny little writing with a fine nib. You want big 1.1 inch gold nib like on my antique Pilot E95S fountain pen that I got on Earth, I dug out from the tomb of Guy Fieri himself. Of course, in the ruins of Flavortown, which we lost in the Third World War.
I suspect that T'Pol Hollywood is just going to keep going unless somebody like...
With like the asbestos, when everybody had like the asbestos outfit.
Oh yeah, yeah, with the nose plugs. Yeah,
Right.
The nose plugs, but not like the Dune nose plugs. But yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And the judges
not
had those
Dune.
dumb hats. They had those silly hats that we'll never see again. Those black judgy hats.
And not until the last episode.
Oh. Oh.
All right, what's everyone's
B
signature
is you.
dishes?
See you. You.
We can make a Hasbrat souffle. I
Sure.
I could make it as a kid. I hated doing it, but Mom made me.
That's good. I'm impressed.
Okay.
Linares.
Way to go, Ensign. Let's do this.
Oh shit!
Sounds like you've got a real emotional attachment. I want to see some tears when the judges come by.
There's gonna be some tears. It's gonna spicy shit.
Oh, uh-oh.
So skills are kind of like varied in this one. For this technical challenge, you're going to use daring as your primary. Lahes, you can use control because you know what you're doing.
Of course.
Yeah.
I will use control for everything because I'm a Romulan.
That's awesome. The sort of like the ability you could go with like engineering for improvisation for like knocking up the equipment you're using. You go with science for knowing how to mix things together. You could go with medicine for like making sure it tastes the right way. And honestly, like if you want to get creative, I would be willing to hear how you use the other ones too. Osiwe, what are you gonna do? What's your signature dish?
Oh, sorry, that was me. I am so unused to responding to this character.
I know,
name.
it's okay.
That's so funny.
I love the idea that T'Pol Hollywood is literally just standing like right at your station staring at you.
Just like,
No, I'm sorry, Osiwe is just like standing at a station just being like, T'Pol Hollywood, it's an honor to meet you. Yeah, so for my signature dish, I'm going to be honoring my hometown of San Francisco. You know, that's where I grew up, that's where I attended the academy. And so I'll be presenting a specialized human, traditionally human chocolate cake laced with a tiny little bit of mDNA. To honor, you know, the grand tradition of my ancestors in San Francisco and human innovation.
I'm sure if it's good, we'll be raving about it. Thank you.
oh,
Did you put in a laugh track?
That was applause. This is laughter.
Does T'Pol Hollywood literally just have these sounds like programmed onto a pad? They would just walk
Soundboard?
around, like it's like a portable soundboard.
The thing about the One-Offians is they can store one sound effect in each nipple.
I don't want to know.
And
I have
That's
so
a
many follow-up
fascinating
questions.
they have
culture.
8 nipples.
This is true. 8 nipples.
Yeah.
I call it my stream deck.
Wow.
Oh, also because on Bake Off they always title their recipes. I'm gonna call this a San Francisco treat, but it's not rice-a-roni.
Bravo. Okay. T'Pol Hollywood, I realize that I'm just supposed to be the voice of the narrator, the over speaker, and I have been taking your job. So please carry on introducing the actual chefs and finding out what their signature dishes are. Lahez is next, and when we're ready for the next sort of set, I'll let you know, and we can move on to the next challenge, but and do dice rolls and stuff for this one.
So, Lahea, what is your signature dish? The dish that is your team? Because you and Linares are together on this. Is that correct?
No, I
No.
feel like
I
a little
sorry,
bit of
sorry, I
vomit
wrote this down.
rising in my throat at the idea
Too
of
many-
working with anyone. who
My
is-
apologies. Too many L's. I wrote down every name has an L. I'm so sorry. Lahea, tell me of your signature dish. And is it Romulan? Is it Riemann? Is it a both? Will Tom Hardy show up as a clone? What? Tell me of this.
Thank you so much for asking, to Paul Hollywood. It is an honor to be judged by someone of your quality and reputation. I would love to tell you about my signature dish. It is a sweet venerine in flaky pastry, and topped it's my own because I am topping it with Nausicaan candied eels, which and it's very personal to me because when I was a child I fell into a pool of Nausicaan eels and was bitten quite severely. As you know, of course, Nausicaan eels are poisonous. So it was touch and go for a moment there, and I'm using my intense culinary skills to temper the poison so that it is merely a tang on the venerine and will not fully kill any of our worthy judges like yourself.
And in some ways, it's revenge on the eels.
Oh yes, of course. I'm actually naming this dish the Wolf's Vengeance after my family bakery that had the same name back on Romulus. It's a rough translation.
That sounds absolutely delectable, and I understand the revenge. A turkey once attacked my sister. Well, I understand.
Why?
Was that the end of the story, to Paul Hollywood?
No, I mean, at the end of the story was a delicious dinner later on, but a turkey
perfect.
once attacked my sister. So I understand the need for revenge on things that try to eat you.
Good. I'm glad that we connected on that. Paul Hollywood.
On that, you see like an AP on the side, assistant producer, is kind of like, get it going. And so I'm gonna get everyone to give me their roles on their signature dishes. So like I said, you can use control, you can use like science for like precision and technique, you can use engineering for like improvisation of the equipment, but it's gonna be daring for the three of you, and control for Laheas. And so when you're ready, let's make those rolls. And if anyone wants to use, you score points based on like how well you do, not necessarily the roll, but like sorry, to Paul Hollywood, what was it? You get a not a handshake because you don't touch people, but what do you get?
You get the Hollywood head shake.
The Hollywood head shake, right? Okay, yeah.
Hollywood
Yeah. The Hollywood head shake, yeah.
Like Jimmy Carr hosting.
Yeah. Constantly just going, yeah. All right. Nice. How'd we do? All right. So, Osway is getting off to a decent start with a 1. Not bad. Not bad. Linares is, 2 with Linares. It's pretty good, Linares.
What did Mom teach me? What did Mom teach me? What did Mom teach me?
No.
You can do it, buddy. And
Linares, what was the name of your... Sorry, go ahead.
I'm gonna use command to try to like hype up Sam's character, whose name I forgot.
Linares, we've said it a couple times.
Again, several L names.
There's several L names, I know.
Yeah.
You can actually call me
Eric's smart. He's
Hanan if you-
writing them down.
No. They're all L names. It's just like the only one
I
who's
should
non-L
be able
name
to
is-
respond better if that's the case too. But here we are.
What is Linares' dish named?
It's Hasbrat souffle. Traditional Bajoran spicy sponge cake.
Yeah.
Like spice, and I like a good sponge.
It'll soak up your taste buds and spit them back at you. Anyways.
Way to go, buddy.
He's like sweating. I don't know why I'm here. I've only been on the job 3 weeks. Starfleet Academy just like something.
We're here because Ransom was too hungover this morning and didn't want to come. So that's why we're here.
Or we've. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. So here's the Klingons.
Yes.
They one of them just starts breaking out into some Klingon opera.
Sure.
While the other one like scowls. They are gonna make gak as their signature dish. And you see them kind of like open a vat, and it is this creature that is like, you see tentacles kind of spring out from it and start writhing around as another one starts batting at it with the rolling pin to kind of get the tentacles back into the vat.
Wow, respect.
That's that was a surprise. I wasn't expecting from a Klingon.
Yeah.
Sarcasm.
Man. From over here, I was like, I thought we were baking. What? Are they gonna bake it? What the hell?
Baking means different things to different cultures.
Knowing the Klingons, they're just gonna hit it until something comes out.
Just turn into gak paste.
Yeah.
Every form of Klingon baking involves bludgeoning, so...
To Paul Hollywood, you still have Osaway to interview about.
Osaway.
Oh no, they did the MDMA. That's right. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
Yeah, no, judging from the response, they definitely did the MDMA.
Putting that chemistry and science track to good use.
Yeah, so we've got our 4 roles. To Paul Hollywood, Linares is Linares Leiha are the only 2 teams, the only 2 that have gotten the 2 difficulty needed in order to succeed this challenge. So they actually win this one.
So that is Linares and Leia.
Yeah.
Are the winners of this one? Allow me to taste the Hasperat souffle.
Yeah. Really put his heart into this one, sir.
And you made this as a team. What is the human touch here? I can see the Bajoran. It was almost as if there's like an earring hanging from it. But I need to know
That's just icing.
The human touch. It's smooth on top, like the foreheads of all the humans.
Well, sir, the human touch is our endless drive for discovery and our relentless pursuit of perfection and inspiration in the galaxy.
Ugh, hard eye roll.
And I'm just gonna do kind of like a Kirk pose, just like, or a Ransom pose, I guess. Sorcerer knows.
Kirk pose works perfect.
Yeah, I see you're Jim Kirking it. Please don't tell a computer to ask what love is, or it'll explode. That's how Jim Kirk you are right now.
I think we learned that in the academy now. Try not don't outlogic at least a Starfleet computer. If it's an evil computer,
don't ask a computer what love is. Yes.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to taste this, and I'm going to taste the Bajoran-ness of it, and the human drive is what you're saying.
Yes. Yeah.
What does human drive taste like?
It doesn't taste like the prophets, I'll tell you
Like
that.
success.
Like success.
Kind of sweaty, I'd imagine.
Oh my god.
That's all.
I mean, if I'm eating just drive in general, it tastes like Brian does.
It's with the sweat added, it's sweet, spicy, and salty.
Tastes like moral posturing.
We
And
just-
long-winded.
Tahini. I'm putting some tahini seasoning on it.
Yeah.
There we go. It's good. Yeah, I definitely taste that drive. Definitely taste that drive.
It's all about teamwork, sir.
Yep.
And that's what we
You're the
have
only
over
one.
certain Romulan teams.
What you're saying is that there are more of you and therefore you are better.
Is
We're
it?
more diverse.
Sure.
More diverse.
Yeah, we're
So-
diverse. We're inclusive. We work as a team. We're not trying to stab the opponents.
I
But
would
you
have want to be diverse. Gosh.
You can't accuse a team of one of not being diverse.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you. I appreciate your support. Classic anti-Romulan bias.
Lieutenant, permission to
Well, there's
throw
no
something
Vulcan
at the
here.
at the Romulan.
Not yet. We'll see how it goes.
Oh my god.
Oh, so I guess I declare. I'm not even. Am I tasting the others?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, you
allow
gotta
me to
taste all of
taste
it.
the.
The other ones. So the other ones did okay. No one like outright failed. But
I tried Osiways. I feel like we got like something I can chew on. I don't. My jaw's
it's just a
clenching a
pill.
lot.
Yeah,
My jaw's
I'm
clenching a lot, and I have a sense of well-being. And
I'm sorry,
Goodness.
sir. Like, the clock got away from me, and I did run out of time, so I did have to focus primarily on the MDMA aspect of the cake. But I am really glad to be here and
too.
learning with you all.
well, after that, I am really glad, but I didn't taste the cake. I definitely tasted the MDMA. So, although I can't give you a prize, I can say I don't touch anybody. But if I did want to, I'd be like, yeah, bring it in.
Yeah, it's all gravy.
I
Is it
know.
literally all
Couldn't
gravy?
put that on a cake.
Yeah.
Like
That
it's
on a cake.
literally
Quite
just all
possible that
gravy.
was your problem.
Yeah, this could be why I didn't.
There's a lack of focus.
And
Yeah.
let me try the Wolf's Vengeance.
Yes.
Wolf's Vengeance. The
Which-
sweet Venerine.
Yep. Sweet vinarine in a flaky pastry topped with poisonous Noskin eels.
Try this. Ooh. Oh, that's some good eel.
Yeah, maybe don't take too many bites of it. I feel like I didn't quite
really-
get the poison
Oh.
just, off. I feel like anybody who suffered is weak, so it doesn't really matter, but you might get a little bit of a rash just in your throat.
Well, it's
To Paul Hollywood, give me a fitness and security check to see how you do
I-
against the poison that was just mentioned there.
God. If I get killed off right now, it would be so hilarious.
Bonk. Well, I think this just turned into
Yeah.
an inquiry.
Let me try this. I got one success, I think.
You're okay. You're okay. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I gotta tell you, the rubberiness of the eel is really helping with my wanting to bite down and chew things from Osiway's whatever it was I just took. But good. But if I had to give a prize, and I have to give the points, the prize, the waggle, it's gonna
waggle.
be the waggle. The head is gonna be to the Hasbro souffle from the team of two.
Yes.
Leia and
Second
Lena.
Romulan.
Oh,
Lenaris nervously shakes his hand and slowly wraps where he cut it. But,
All right. So you can see kind of like the like the alarm kind of going off that they've got to do some commercial breaks coming up soon. But before they do, they want to get to the next challenge. So the next challenge is called the technical challenge. The technical challenge is always kind of like a complicated thing. Often in the show, the technical challenge, the teams are given, or the contestants are given minimal instructions that you have to kind of like just make something, and like there's some instructions will just say bake. Others will be like make 7 of these exactly the same. This one they've decided to let it be a little free flow. You can use any ingredients you need. And to Paul Hollywood in the Zoom chat, I have given you the secret ingredient that they must use, and I've let you know what the properties are, so that you know what to flavor to go for. they don't necessarily know what it is yet.
Okay.
Okay.
So
you don't tell them the properties, but would you like to share what the secret ingredient is before we go to break? And I'll show it on the screen so everyone can see what the secret ingredient is.
So, before we all go to break, we're going to announce the secret ingredient for the technical challenge. Secret ingredient, of course, is Zyphorian Nebula Nectar.
Yes.
Zyphorian
Yes.
Nebula Nectar. This is ZNN.
So it's a rare and luminescent liquid harvested from the flowers that float in the low gravity zones of the Zyphorian Nebula. It's known for its sweet and tangy flavors with a hint of effervescence. Now, this is for the audience. When consumed, it gives a brief sensation of weightlessness. In cooking, it can be used to enhance flavors, carry an airy texture, or as a unique garnish. However, it's notoriously difficult to work with due to its volatile nature when combined with certain ingredients. It seems like Laheus knows what this is, but I'm willing to bet the other three don't. They don't. Not a clue. And to Paul Hollywood. Shall we go to break?
Let's go to break. We will be back with more of the Bake-Off after these messages.
We actually will be back with Lost Voyages, the Great Galactic Bake-Off, in about 10 minutes. We're gonna go and get some water. Listening to music from Norse Foundry. It's free to stream, free to play. Go for it. And we'll be back in a few minutes, folks. See you soon.
Right.
We're back. Let's get that music turned down as the music kind of like slowly fades in. So, Zyphorian Nebula Nectar, ZNN. ZNN is as we found, a volatile ingredient. Laeus, you have used this before. So you will actually get one less difficulty on this check for you.
As expected.
Okay, where did my adventure go? Yeah, of course I would lose that in the break. There we go. There we go. Okay. So as the show kicks back in, Laeus, you're actually not there yet. You had stepped off screen for a bit. There we go. And as the show kind of counts down, to Paul Hollywood, take us away into the technical challenge.
You gotta count me down.
3.
I don't start till I get count down.
2 and.
Welcome back to the Bake-Off. It's time for the technical challenge. This is very, very exciting. All three of our teams are here and present. Our large teams of 1, 2, and
Klingon. Don't forget the Klingons.
Oh, and of course the Klingons. We can't forget the Kling. We cannot. I tried so hard, but in the end, it doesn't really matter. Klingons who... Let me take a look at there. That's right, a music reference no one will get.
I got it. I'm just trying to not be that old.
I am that old, I'll fully admit I understood it.
There we go. There's our Klingons.
So,
just put them
got
right
the
up on the
Klingons.
screen.
You have the Klingons, or is pronounced in some episodes Klingons.
Klingons,
Okay.
yep.
Klingons. The Klingons, they used to be called, then Klingons. Why don't we take a look and see what they're all cooking? Maybe one of them will get the Hollywood head wave, head waggle, head shake. Really depends how Paul Hollywood is feeling and how his neck is. All right.
How waggly the head gets.
How waggly the head gets. Because you can. Some days there's a bobblehead. I'm not gonna lie. So
Fair.
the ingredient was Zephorian Nebula Nectar, the ZNN, the Zin. Will these dishes be a Zin? We'll find out. Do we go to the Klingons first, or?
Yeah, let's go to the Klingons first, because they're up. So the Klingons, as you walk over, they are covered in flour. And a whole bunch of red gunk. You're fairly certain it is some sort of inside of something. Their oven is on. They are definitely cooking something. And you can see the Zephorian Nebula Nectar sitting kind of like on their station, but they have kind of like set it on a side piece, like it's almost at this point it looks like it's going to be literally just next to the dish as part of the display garnish, from the appearance that you have so far.
So Klingons, the nectar is just as that. You're just using that as a side dish, or what sort of innovative thing are you doing here?
God, now you're gonna make me talk with the one just kind of like he just like snarls at you just as you kind of like ask the question. The other one kind of like, it's okay. And in because I always think it's just so silly that they always have like that angry sounding accent.
They have one mood.
Yeah, they have one mood. So I just love the idea
there.
that one just breaks into really bad, like, because I only do bad accents, really bad British accent of like, oh, I see. No, we do plan on using it. No, it's quite just we haven't figured out quite how to add it yet to the souffle we're making. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna in your mouth. I promise you.
I'm sorry, it's going to what in my mouth?
Just a good.
Gonna.
Yeah. In your mouth. Just, yeah. Exactly.
Gonna explode in my mouth.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. No. And you see the other one kind of behind him, just like.
Because I'm still feeling the effects of the of that San Francisco treat. Tell you, feeling pretty good.
Lehes, you can come back now. You kind of like sleek in as the Klingons kind of like talk, and to Paul Hollywood, you go to another one.
Well, let's go to our Osiway. Osiway?
Hi, Paul.
Osiway?
Hi to Paul.
Osiway?
To Paul.
Thank you.
I am looking to make a ZNN poke cake. I've never actually seen this nectar before, but I figure a poke cake is where you get a standard sheet cake and you poke a bunch of holes in it and then you pour in some sort of syrup. So this looks like some sort of syrup. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
So you're just taking a sheet cake. Now, is this a sheet cake you made from home, or is this one that you have purchased?
Purchased? It's like a replicator sheet. Yeah, it's
like
a replicator
two ingredient cake. I once found a 3-ingredient recipe for a cake. It said you need 3 ingredients for this lemon cake, and one of the ingredients was a boxed lemon cake mix. So I don't put anything past it. I was after reading 7,000 words about how their family doesn't like to eat.
That's very important for the SEO. But I think Osiway, in order to actually qualify for this, he's made the actual cake, but he's using a specialized a tool that has a fancy descriptor, but really is just a chopstick to like poke in the holes.
Okay, so Tim has to actually ask: is like a poke cake an actual thing, or are we just okay? Good, because I mean, I gotta admit, when we're playing games like this, sometimes I just don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, Tim, I was also thinking, please be real.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love it.
Please be real.
It is, and
That's
the last one I saw like called for Jello to be poured into it, which is just like, I don't know, man.
That's weird.
But I don't know, Jello, Ziadan. Let's try it out.
Down.
You know?
Like
Here
a bit
for
of, I like a bit of hoof on my cake.
Okay.
So, excellent. And now we are talking to L&L.
That's
The L&L theme.
This okay. Yeah, we got this, right?
yeah. No, we're making baklava.
What?
I don't know what planet.
Sorry, did you say now? Did you say baklava or gachlava? Because that is a different. That is some fusion.
That's very different.
Baklava.
Baklava. It's a traditional.
I think maybe
dessert.
with the citrus of the ZNN, we're gonna. I think what he meant was pavlova.
Yeah,
We're
that's
gonna
one.
do a pavlova,
I am not of Earth. I don't know what I'm talking about.
which is
Names
incredibly
confuse me.
difficult to bake, and I don't know why those words came out of my mouth.
Oh boy.
See this
Pavlova is
Pavlova.
super
Lars just turns around. He's on the pad, just
Yeah.
desperately scrolling to find the recipe.
Suddenly the
Oh
recipe.
no, Pavlova, not
Son of a
Pavlovian.
bitch.
Why is there a dog involved?
I feel like this team has used up their beginner's luck and is now falling apart. Happy to
Nice.
see it.
The camera just
Yeah.
instantly switches over to Lahi.
We're totally in line, unlike your bangs. Probably get those trimmed.
In line. Federation.
High five.
You have no idea what a line looks like. Romulan lines are much straighter.
That your
But
bangs are
the
telling a
line-
different story.
Bangs are supposed to be a V, okay? Romulan bangs are a V.
Sorry, I thought you were human. I didn't know you were part cat.
Wow.
No, that's our doctor, Dr. Tana.
I gotcha. So, I'm gonna taste the human element this time. The human element.
Yeah.
Rather than just the
Pavlova
joy.
is very popular in the old country of Australia. Before
The old country of
unification.
Australia.
What used to be known
before
as Australia.
Still does. Still is.
Oh, is it? I
Yeah.
don't remember.
Well, so your planet didn't just revert back to Pangaea.
No,
I think there's still places.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Did we roll to make this thing or?
Not yet. Not
Oh,
yet.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And,
We're getting our last intro.
And Lahes, please tell us about what you're making here.
Well, I am going to be making a classic Riemann flan. It is made with the butter of a wild Riemann yak. That goes very well with the ZNN. It's the yak butter is a little bit off, which the rancidness sort of balances out nicely with the tangy effervescence of the ZNN. And of course, it's green. It's topped with a spearmint icing on the top because everything that we make at the Wolf's Vengeance Bakery is a little bit green.
Of course, it's based on the rage of the Romulan and Riemann blood.
Which is green. I'm glad
Which
you
is green.
understand. I feel a real kinship to you, to Paul Hollywood. Though the fact that your name kind of reminds me of a Vulcan name is a little bit off-putting, but I'll get past it.
Let's, I understand that is a hot button.
One of the Klingons yells out, "You should be off-putting," and then they laugh at themselves as if they think that they made a really funny joke.
then I turn to the Klingon and say, "Yeah, I'd like to see you make pudding."
Oh.
Good one, Judge. Good one.
This has got to be a prank, right? Ransom's pranking us. We can't actually be here.
This is
Gotta
Is this
be.
real? Is this the holodeck?
Are you
Pretty sure this is
actually-
getting
Are we
sprayed
getting
on the
hazed?
bridge. There's gotta be boilers
Nope.
doing or some shit.
Now, if you'll excuse me while you're cooking, I'm just gonna step over here and do some stepping over here.
All right, so T'Pol Hollywood steps off camera while you all start to cook away. The cameras kind of zoom in. Everyone's kind of focused in on you guys. The screens kind of switch over. And we're going to into another set. There we go. And can I get, please, checks from everyone to see how you're doing? Now, Laheas, you really want to win this one.
Yeah, I gotta win this one. I can't believe I lost the last one. What happened?
Yeah, I don't know, but you do have your determinations. That's those things I gave you, those directives. You've got 2 determination points you can use. If you use one, you trigger it by quoting one of your values or one of the 2 directives that I gave you. And then you get an automatic 2 successes.
Oh.
As a like right off the bat, that gives you 2 successes plus whatever you roll. So that's a way to kind of like really kind of double down on you winning this one. It is the technical challenge. So I'm going to tell everyone that the difficulty in this one is going to be it's still 2. But your complications for everyone, because of the explosive nature of the ZNN, everyone's complication is going to go to 3 when you roll, which means if you roll a 17, 18, 19, or 20, something bad will happen.
Sam, I can use a determination.
I was going to use one anyways.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right. I think I rolled last time, so you roll this time.
No, I think I rolled last time, didn't I?
Did we both roll? Do we both roll?
Do we both roll?
We're the only ones on a team
realistically, it should be one or the other, and then the other can assist. It should be one rolling and one with an assist for the 2 of you. Yeah.
So I'll assist.
So the camera kind of like swings in, and I just want to. I got the. There we go.
I guess I'll go then. Use the determination, baking his life for an auto crit for 2. I'll buy a momentum. So I can roll 3 dice.
Nice.
And then let's give this a go. This is the Pavlova. All right.
Oh, that's not bad. 3 successes.
And
you spent a determination?
I did. It's 5.
It's 5. And sorry, how'd you get 3 dice rolls then?
I bought a momentum.
You used one of the momentums?
Yes.
Okay.
But I have this ability called Untapped Potential.
Yeah.
And what it does is when I spend a momentum, I can spend 1 action die and either we'll get the number of... I'll just do it like this to make it easier. We'll get the number of momentum back that I rolled, or if I roll a symbol, you get a threat. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so you roll an action die for the number of momentum spent.
I just roll 1 action die.
Roll an action die then. So in your character sheet.
Oh, why did it roll 7?
No, because you rolled an unarmed strike.
Yeah, I thought I changed it to a 1.
So no, hold on. So in your character sheet, in your character sheet, there's
where is it?
There's an actual skill for this.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Challenge dice.
Challenge dice. So just 1.
Yeah, here we go.
There you go.
Okay, so you get a threat. You're welcome.
Thank you.
If I rolled a 1 or 2, then we would have got 1 or 2 momentum. That's how that works. It's a risk.
Nice.
My risk was calculated, but I'm terrible at math.
Okay, so the threat kind of kicks off. I'm going to use them right now. I've used them.
How do I assist? Should I bother assisting?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you've got five successes. If you can get 1 more, why not?
Okay, and it's the challenge dice thing, right?
You're doing a task roll.
I'm doing a task.
A task roll of 1, not 2.
1. Right. Okay, cool.
And it's daring and medicine. It looks like is what he assisted with. What are you assisting with?
Damn it, Sam.
Daring and.
I was gonna go a command again because I'm like hyping him up. If that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, go for it.
1.
Nice. We'll take it. So that's 6 full successes. Lehes and Osimwe, they are currently doing very well. Like, it came out like, son of a bitch, how they
Starfleet, son.
do that.
I love meringue. I don't know what it is, but I love it. Egg whites, yeah.
Egg whites.
I feel like you must be cheating somehow. Yeah, I want to use one of these determinations too. So, as I'm taking the flan out of the oven, I mutter under my breath, "Honor and victory," which is one of my values. And so, how can I? Do I have to click on the determination button? Is that what I do?
No, you just tell me you're using it, and
Okay.
it will add 2 successes to whatever you roll now.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, so
yeah.
I'm still rolling a task roll of 2.
Yeah, and there is a momentum in the. Actually, there are now 4 momentum more in the pool because of all the successes that they got. So it does kind of benefit everyone that they got that. So you could burn off a couple of those if you want.
Oh, so I can use their momentum?
Yeah, wait, how's that fair?
Yeah. Well, I did say it goes into the pool unless you use it. I said that right off the bat.
So
Use
How
all
are
of our momentum asking to Paul a bunch of personal questions.
Why are your eyes so blue?
So, how does momentum help me? How can I use it?
So you can use 1 momentum to buy an extra dice to roll, or you can use 3 momentum to buy an extra 2 dice to roll.
Okay, I'll use one more.
Okay.
I'll use 1 momentum. Sure, I'll use
Okay.
all this stuff that you're giving me.
So that will use task roll of 3.
Okay, great, cool, and I'll use control and science, I guess,
Ooh,
because
okay.
I need to figure out how to make this explosive liquid work. And I'll roll on that.
Hey, not damn bad.
That looks pretty good.
You rolled a 1 and 2 2s. That's
Did I?
Chef's kiss. Yeah, that's really, really good. You actually, so you actually had your focus. You should have had. So you should have actually got 6 successes there, plus the 2 that you actually had gotten from the determination. So you're sitting at 8 success right now. So while they did a really, really good job, you just blew this challenge out of the water. As you kind of like pull your dish out. What is your dish? I forgot. Tim forgets.
It's a classic Riemann flan.
Right. The Riemann flan. Yeah. So you just like it is actually probably one of the best Riemann flans you've ever made.
Ah, perfect. I can make my family proud.
And Osawe, what are we doing with yours?
Okay, so I think I'm going to use my I use a determination, leveraging my value. What's the worst that could happen?
Okay.
And then I'm going to roll daring and medicine because poking holes feels like vaguely medical. And then I'm also going to use my focus in chemistry.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Okay.
Osawe. Did you use your determination or not?
I did.
Okay, so I mean, you did score a complication there, Osawe. So while you're kind of like, stabbing in, you end up just kind of like staring at T'Pol Hollywood, or trying to find T'Pol Hollywood. You can't sort of find him on the floor. He's not anywhere to be seen. And while you're looking, you're not really paying attention. You actually stab into your hand. So the next time you use a medical skill, on your next skill, you're going to have an extra complication as you go.
Okay. Osiwe's like still trying to maintain his chill persona, but he's just going like, it's all gravy, dude. It's all good.
Is it kind of getting to that point where you're like, it's fine, I'm good, I got this.
It's all gravy. It's all gravy.
Okay.
I yell out loudly, "Excuse me, judges, one of the contestants is bleeding on the table. I feel like that is a violation of some kind of health regulation.
One
Is
of the
this acceptable?"
one of the
It's
side assistants.
chill.
You see this
It's
you see
chill.
this junior grade lieutenant and Dorian with one antenna. I got it. It's okay.
No.
Runs out. Yes. And you see Lieutenant Beagle here. I got this. And he kind of
He's
comes
a
in, and
legend.
stumbles a little bit, and but like saves himself at the right moment. Swaths it out, and then just starts wrapping her hand.
Thank you, brother.
Anytime.
Chill.
You got this. Deep breaths. Through the diaphragm, man. Through the diaphragm.
Aris looks over at Leia and goes,
He's a legend on back at the academy. He's done some crazy shit.
Yeah, I can't believe he's here. I
Wow.
wonder if he'll sign my compad.
"Oh, totally forget about what we're doing." Just fanning on Beagle.
So the competition, like the timer goes, and you guys don't see Paul Hollywood.
That's weird. Is this part of the show? Is this part of the show? I'm gonna try to like look at
One of the
PAs?
APs.
Yeah,
You can
yeah.
see one of the APs start to kind of like get that panicked look of like, I'm not paid for this. I don't know what to do. And just before it gets problematic, where you can kind of hear the music start to repeat back into like that extra sort of loop that it should never get to Paul Hollywood kind of pops in from kind of like the dark behind the camera kind of thing. Because you guys are like stuck in the spotlights, right?
The Arrow Bar is one of Earth's most delicious treats. It's filled with holes. Holes that remind me of an asteroid. Field. Delicious Arrow. Try some. Don't know if you can get it all over what was the Earth. The Earth. This was delicious. I'm fine.
So
I think
Paul
you might be
Hollywood.
allergic to chocolate.
Have we had the technical challenge yet? Which one had the cake?
They're all kind of standing there to Paul Hollywood with their cakes and their flans ready to go. The Klingons have eaten
Right.
theirs.
Well, I don't know what else I expected, but congratulations on successfully eating your own food. Let's see here. Osiway.
To
Oh,
Paul.
Osiway.
To Paul.
Osiway, I'm just taking a look here, and now when you said poke cake, I didn't think you meant yourself too, as well. You got a hole
Well,
in your hand.
sir, when you start getting in the baking zone, as I'm sure you know, sometimes you get the blinders on,
Right,
and
you get right through your hand.
like you can see light through it. Like, sir, I'm just really dedicated to what I do.
I mean, yeah, you've given yourself stigmata. I mean, that's amazing. Wow.
I haven't heard about Christianity in several thousand years.
Listen, I'm just gonna enjoy more of these delectable treats that I've been hunting and looking for.
The AP kind of like pokes up to
God.
Paul. Mr. Hollywood? Sorry, Mr. Hollywood. We have to announce the winner.
Whatever the Romulan made is the best. I'm sure.
Yes.
What
Look at
the?
the Romulan.
Yes. Suck it all
Head
around.
waggle. Head
What in
waggle.
the fucking Spock? What's going on? Some
Lieutenant, I think it's a Romulan
Romulus
plot.
fucking garbage. Of course it's a Romulan plot. She just like throws up her hands.
I mean,
Fucking
it was an
sabotage.
inevitable conclusion. Let's be honest. Everybody knew I was going to win.
This is a fact.
It's just a fact. It's just a
It's
fact.
like this one Ophian is clearly a fake alien name. This guy's obviously a Romulan.
The
Did
one
you see-
Ophians
did
are a species with a long and glorious history. Don't
Truly.
you?
That's right.
Yeah. Oh, someone's
Just
gonna
haven't
go to
heard until
sensitivity training for that one.
God damn it! I just got out of there. Ugh.
Right here.
Okay. All right, to Paul Hollywood, it is time for the final challenge, the final, the showdown, if you will. It's called the Showstopper.
To the death? No, sorry, that's the other show. That's the other show.
Yes.
That's the Running Man. I'm doing another show called The Running Man.
Lara slowly puts the phaser back in the spot.
Sorry
Oh,
about that.
no, okay.
Oh my god. That escalated quickly. You hear from offstage.
Let the Andorian.
So the Showstopper is where you actually do get put into teams to create a grand dish that's both delicious and visually stunning.
Teams.
So in this one, and you see T'Pol Hollywood kind of wheels out a large cart. T'Pol Hollywood, I'm going to message you what it is that you've just wheeled out. That's what they have to make.
Okay. And do I read this to them now?
You can read it or you can describe it however you like.
Okay. For the grand finale, you teams, you're tasked with creating an edible representation of a thriving ecosystem from a planet or moon of your choice, except for the Genesis planet. Forbidden. Do not do that, because the worms start small, then they get big, then all that questionable Spock stuff happens. This ecosystem should be a showcase. It should showcase the biodiversity of the chosen location, from the terrain to the flora to the fauna. Sorry, I have to scroll back down.
Sorry.
Flora. We get new information all the time. This could be a chocolate volcano that erupts, or a Riemann yak butter volcano that erupts, which could also be delicious. A jelly lake that wobbles. I'm looking at you, OC, where you seem to have the whole dessert thing with down pat. Or a creature that flies using thin sugar strings. I want biodiversity. Infinite biodiversity in infinite combinations. And I want my mouth to go to warp 9. I want my mouth.
I want my mouth
Slingshot
to go
around-
to warp
I want-
9. That's going to be the
I want
tagline for this episode.
I want my mouth to slingshot around the sun and take me back in time to when there was whales. Sorry, I'm slowly becoming Orson Welles. We know a remote farm in Lincolnshire where Mrs. Buckley lives.
Nice.
It was very innovative of you. I want you to show me. I want you to be the Ralph McQuarrie of cooking. I want. That's what I want.
Okay, so for my players, you're going to be judged on your storytelling, how well the ecosystem that you've created tells the story of the chosen location. Is there a narrative? Does it tie everything together? Taste, obviously. Each element should not only look good, but taste amazing. And craftsmanship, attention to detail, precision, execution, overall aesthetic appeal. The difficulty for this dish is going to be 4. Which is really hard in this game. Although, with the last 2 rolls, you guys are knocking it out of the park because you got tons of momentum. But you can hear the music kind of gets intense, and you swear to God that the temperature of this place has just increased, and you can kind of feel just that extra pressure of being on focus. So as we make our rolls, Tim is actually going to use up all that threat that I've got just stowed away right now against you to just make it extra difficult. Because I'm a jerk that way. So if you want to use extra ingredients, go ahead and ! ingredient in the chat, and it'll give you some ideas what you got. And otherwise, You can take a couple minutes to kind of come up with ideas if you want. And I can focus in on T'Pol Hollywood if we want. What do we need? What do we want? What are we thinking? Everyone got really quiet as they type.
I figure out how to use the generator.
Oh, exclamation mark, and
Yeah.
then the word ingredients, all in one. No capitals, just exclamation mark, ingredients.
And are we being teamed up or
No, we're going to just leave you. But Linaris and Laahi,
Right,
Liha, sorry, Jesus, I keep saying your name before. You guys are separated actually this time.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good luck,
Well,
Big Bear.
So we got 4 full proper contestants.
Okay.
I had a lot of fun with that generator. Okay. Okay. T'Pol Hollywood.
Yes.
So while you were away, let's see if I can do I have one of the... Yeah. No, I don't have it. So T'Pol Hollywood, while you're away, you were doing something in the back. This is all like, we can't unfortunately have conversations on Zoom this way without having everyone hear it. So the rest of the actors all know that this isn't something they know. T'Pol Hollywood, can I get, please, some checks from you into the shenanigans you were up to? I'm thinking that probably the first one is going to be a control and security.
Sure. Control.
Or no, a daring and security would be probably the best one.
Daring and security. And now I'm not 100% sure on how focuses work.
Yeah. So do you see those? You should have some focuses listed.
Yeah, there are 2 focuses.
Yeah.
Each one has like the settings thing next to it.
That's right. So you don't worry about the settings thing next to it, but the one that you're looking at, that I think I'm thinking of, do you see above in dice roller section, there's a spot that says focus used, yes or no?
Focus use yes or no. So I click yes.
Click yes. Now when you roll, if you roll below the discipline that you're using, the discipline number or lower, you'll score an extra success. That's how focuses work.
Yes. And of course, I would like, could I also use a value?
Yeah, so you're going to activate your determination.
And how would one do that?
Sam, just double checking. Did you see the Zoom chat message that I sent you?
I did.
Great. Okay. So you just tell me you're going to do it, and you decide, tell me which of the directives or the values you're using, and if you want to use it. So there's a couple ways you can use it. You can use it to score an extra success, and so you'll get 2 successes right off the bat, or you can use it after you've rolled to re-roll what you've got.
Okay, I think I'll use it after I re-roll just in case. Now,
Okay.
what about traits?
Traits, if you click on the word, the white part of the wording, it should drop down and tell you what it does.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, so now I will. I've added the stuff, and I'm going to hit the task roll button. Is that correct?
Yeah, are we using the determination first or after?
We'll use the determination first.
Okay, which value are you activating?
The second one.
I cannot get to your character sheet at the moment. Wait, maybe I can.
Hey,
Hold on.
I just don't want to spoil. I just don't want. I just want.
No, I get it. I get it. Give me 2 seconds.
I'll here.
Nope, got it.
That one.
Yeah. Perfect.
Excellent. So I'll go ahead and
Yes, that's a
roll.
great one to do. Okay. That is 5 successes. You needed 4. You've successfully got into where you're wanting to get into.
Excellent.
Yeah. And
Now,
you,
should we describe what I'm doing for the folks at home?
I think we should. Yeah.
Okay. Please.
Actually, wait. Lenaris, are you going to react in any way, shape, or form to what you've gotten the message of?
Yes. Well, I'm attempting to make my my final dish.
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you what the final dish is in a minute. What I want to do is over at the console over here, see if I can track I have two suspicions on who
Okay.
what this could be.
Okay.
And I want to see if I can access the security information, since I am a security officer.
Yeah.
Which I'm trying not to give it away, but which
Who done it?
who done it? Who
Yeah, all right.
which
All
panel
right.
accessed the information?
So how about we get a control and security from you?
Sure. That.
This is a station you're familiar with. You know this tech.
Let's do that.
Yeah. So you're able to tap in. You are able to tap in, and you can see who it was, and you see Paul Hollywood slouched over a computer screen.
That was one of my two guesses. The other one would have been way too obvious.
Okay. So Lenaris, are you going to interrupt the show, or are you going to let it play out?
I'm gonna let it play out a little bit, but I want to tip off my lieutenant. And I'll be like,
Can't help each other. It's a separate challenge.
Did you say that? So Lenaris walks right up to you, like in the middle of, So in the British Great British Bake-Off, quite often other people will just kind of like wander over to each other's stations and just start talking. Like, it's very friendly. It's not at all like American TV shows where it's always like about the win. It's so good. So it is not totally unusual for another team member to come over and start kind of like just chatting it up.
Okay.
Because it's more about the play than it is the contest, right?
Except for me, who says, "Excuse me, judges.
Yeah.
I feel like there's collusion between two individuals here. I feel like this is not acceptable. Please intervene."
God, her voice is just like nails on a chalkboard.
at this point, I just grab her arm and be like,
What?
stealing secrets. And I go back to my table. I'm like, I like cover the mic or whatever. I'm like, he's stealing secrets. Walk back to my table.
No name.
Not recipes. It's not recipes as I walk away.
It's not recipes. Okay.
Do I notice any of this, or am I busy?
Ooh.
Because
Paul, why don't you give me a presence and command, please.
your presence and command, and well,
I'm gonna actually spend a threat. I'm gonna spend 2 threats to increase the difficulty of this. So it goes from being 2 to 4.
Okay, so I'm gonna click on the number 4 under.
Because you are pretty like focused on what you're doing.
Yeah. So under complication range, I move it to 4. Is that right?
No, you leave that at 1. I'm just saying you need 4 successes in order to achieve
4 successes.
this. Yeah.
Okay. There is a trait I can use to help with this because I feel that it applies as well. Okay. So I'm using command, presence, and one of my focuses, right? All right.
Yeah, you can use one of your focuses, and
absolutely I would be.
Yeah, and can I get? You can tell everyone what the trait you're using is if you will.
Oh, undercover operative.
Okay.
What? Oops!
Did I say that out loud?
Oh my!
Oh my goodness.
You're doing this.
I have so much more respect for you now, Judge.
And I'm gonna give it a roll, and I get.
It's not bad. That's 2. You needed 4. So
4. Now I can re-roll 1d20 because this is an attempt.
that's right. So now you're gonna just roll 1 task of run then this time.
1 task what?
So task 1 instead of task 2. Task 1.
Task 1, and I'm gonna roll it again. Here we go.
Oh, so close. So here's how you can do this. You can succeed by giving me a threat. So you're basically purchasing that success.
I mean, I feel like this might be a good time to be found out.
All right. So it is. T'Pol is not going to notice that you are kind of like doing all of this, and we're gonna go Osaway. You're gonna start this last challenge. What is it that you built? You've got these candies. You're just like...
The Smarties. I'm just here for the Smarties.
Love smart.
So Osaway, T'Pol, can you introduce us to Osaway and her final dish?
Oh hey, yeah. Oh, these.
One of the APs is like, sir, you have to go. You have to go work now.
I do got these. You can't get these in the United States at all. We have rockets, but they're called. Anyway, Osaway, tell me what you've got here. Tell me of this biome.
So I decided to explore the concept of biodiversity by creating a cake themed around a limited amount of diversity in my tribute to Angel One. So Osiway's built what looks like a tiered wedding cake, and at the top are little toppers, but it's like the sexy outfit from Angel
my
One. Like you have the
God.
sweatshirt that like cuts out and it's like all nips. So that's at the top, and with like all female animals from Angel One represented along the side.
I'm just thinking about Riker.
I mean,
Yeah.
we're all thinking
Hell yeah.
right
We're-
now.
Hell yeah, brother.
The one. We all know the Angel One reference, right? Folks at home.
Leah
Angel
is the
One
only one
Riker.
who might not know. Leah, do you know this reference?
Please,
Yeah,
please.
absolutely. Yeah, it's the
Nice.
one where Wesley falls onto a patch of grass and they're gonna kill him.
Yeah.
And so they run everywhere for some reason.
Yeah, because it's just too busy. You're like frolicking with the
I think,
other
I
kids.
think
Right.
they more like frolic everywhere. Yeah, they like prance everywhere.
I'm
Right,
not gonna
yes.
lie. I think that this episode was one of my gay awakenings.
Yeah,
Those
all right.
outfits
Yeah.
were like there was a lot going on there.
Hey,
I was like,
Looking at those pictures, yeah.
Yeah.
The girls,
And-
I was like, but every time one of the guys would come on, I'm like, holy shit.
If anybody needs a last minute Halloween costume, it's right there.
Just a tea towel from your kitchen.
Auga.
Okay. Oh, so wait, that's an awesome cake. I love that. Do we want to? You haven't used your directives yet, have you?
I have
Your determination. Have you
not.
used
I
it?
only use my value, but this feels like it would be a good time to use one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so do you want to win, or do you want maybe to wait and see if you can help at the very end? Do what it sounds like Linares is hinting at. Somebody is like up to no good.
I should probably help. We
I
all
mean-
know that, like, as Osiwe said in the beginning, he's here to make friends, not to win.
There you go. Osaway, okay, then just give us a roll, Osaway. Tell me what skills you're using.
I'm going to use daring and science, and I'm also going to use my focus in botany. And a complication range, I'm going to place that at 5 because of my hand, yeah?
It's no, it's only at 2 for you. It resets for the different challenges.
Okay, so sorry, complication range of 2?
2, yeah.
Gotcha. Pew, pew, pew.
Hey, not bad, Osue. That cake is pretty damn good. Like that 2 successes is a solid, attempt.
It's the toppers, yeah.
Yeah, we're not talking like it's not at nailed it level, but you definitely have not like, everyone looking is like, oh, that's good, and Paul, I think to Paul Hollywood, I think the cake probably tastes good, but looks not. Yeah.
That chest hair? What's that going on in there?
Yeah, a little too authentic.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
La hija.
Yes.
What did you make? I'm doing T'Pol's job again. I'm so sorry, T'Pol.
No, La hija. We'll circle back. I want to know what the Klingons are making first.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. So you turn around, and this is actually where I'm going to spend my threat. So you turn around, and the Klingons pull out a multi-level. It looks like it's inside of a jar, and it's got like a glow on the inside, and there's greenery ringed around the inside of this thing. There's a stem going all the way up, holding the jar on. There's you can see little sort of almost like fireflies kind of flitting throughout it. And there's the greenery inside is different sizes, and every now and then you see kind of like a pastry filling, that sauce.
Obviously cheating.
It just kind of comes out, and one of them walks up, and he just kind of tightly bing on the side of the thing, and the thing starts misting inside of it, and then it rains inside of its own little ecosystem. We made an ecosystem. Lots of fiber. I don't know why they sound like a Tellarite all of a sudden, but whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on.
And I am gonna spend. I'm gonna spend 1 threat to get an automatic success, and then I'm gonna. So I got my 2, and then I'm gonna send 6 more threat to give me a full 5 dice roll for this.
You're playing a win.
Wow.
Yeah, the Klingons are here for it.
That's one thing about Klingons, that they do surprise you.
Take baking very seriously.
Yeah, sometimes they're just like a hot mess, and other times, man, yeah,
There it is.
they know how to bring it.
Okay. Klingons. So we're doing control and science. I mean, they're. To be honest, I truly need the dice, but I got this. Here we go. Okay. So 5 successes. 5 successes. So it's solid. It's solid. I mean, you needed 4 successes to succeed. So they've definitely gotten 1 over the success. Did pretty good. They're feeling pretty proud of themselves. You can see the one that only sings opera keeps trying to open the jar so he can eat the fiber, and the other one keeps smacking his hand away. But yeah,
Well, I never met a musil I didn't like, so
it's very meta.
One of your nipples, just yeah.
yeah. Sorry, with my back. They're on my. I turn around because they're on my back.
That, yeah.
I have back nipples, so I don't like people hugging me. It's just
It's
awful.
weird, yeah.
Just-
There'd be a whole lot of sound that just happened if somebody hugged you, just like clapping. cheering.
It's like, yay!
so wrong.
Hmm.
Okay, T'Pol, who's next?
The Romulan.
Ah, good, thank
Yes,
you.
Laheus, let me see your world.
Well, I have chosen the a challenging option to Paul Hollywood. I've decided to create a gaseous ecosystem. So this is a vessel that has been beaten out of rock candy. It is thin vessel, which is completely edible. And inside the vessel there are various yeasts and lichens, which release a sweet gas in various different colors, and they're just evolving in there in this beautiful swirly way, and imitating the various microorganisms that live within a gaseous ecosystem. Specifically, I'm focusing on the ecosystem of Neptune, as I believe that I should try to accept my Federation, co-inhabitants of this universe. Sometimes I try to do that. But here's what you do. You smash your face into the top of the vessel, breaking the candy open, and then just inhale the ecosystem. And you'll get that beautiful tastiness inside your mouth, and you'll ingest the ecosystem like a gaseous beverage.
Like me to put my whole face in it, don't you? Wouldn't you?
Yeah. Whole face.
This is very innovative.
Thank you. Yes, I know. I mean, Romulans are many things, and we are also creative.
Yes. Okay.
We all have the same hairstyle. We bring out our creativity.
Super creative.
Haircuts.
Yep.
The haircuts.
All this.
And the shoulder pads.
Yeah, I took them off for today. Yep.
All right.
Let's get your roll there.
Right. Yeah. So I want to win. So how much can I roll? Like, what can I do can I do that determination thing again?
You've used your one, so you got it. But
I've used that up. I can't use that.
Use that up. Yeah, no. Okay. But there is momentum in the pool. There is six momentum in the pool. Tim's got set for 4, but there's actually 6 because you guys maxed it out last time. So you could burn off 3 of those if you want and give yourself 2 extra dice.
That would be so mean, and I'm totally gonna do it. Yeah. So because I need 4 successes, right?
You need 4 successes to at least get a success out of it, and then if you want to give me more threat to win, you can.
Okay, so if I
so this gives you 4 dice to
4
roll.
dice, right? Because if I spend 3 momentum, okay. All right, so my task roll is 4. Do I have a complication range of anything? What do I do?
You should have no complication range, so complication range 1.
Okay.
And I believe you probably should have a focus in this. So your focus should be clicked to yes.
Okay, cool. Yes, got it. Okay, and I'm gonna roll.
Let's do it.
Oh.
And that's 4 successes.
I mean,
oh no, it's not. It's 2. It's
but
2.
I had yeah, I guess.
Yeah. So now, how many threat do you want to give me to win? How badly do you want to win?
I really badly want to win.
So you need to give me 4 successes or 4 threat to beat the Klingons at the moment.
And what do you do with threat?
I use it against you. It's my momentum as the DM. And my determination as the DM.
I feel like it makes things interesting. So yeah, I'll give you those.
Nice. All right. I have my threat back. Okay. Most of what I spent in order for the Klingons to do their 5.
There you go. Now you got it.
That was not the best roll from that outcome. All right. So, Lance, you're in the lead with 6 successes.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Good. As I expected. I call this the wolf's breath.
Nice.
All of my dishes are the wolf's something.
The wolf something. Yes. Do you have the Romulan version of the wolf shirt howling in the moon? Like
yes,
that's your
wolves, yeah.
That's your logo.
Yeah.
Like,
three wolf and there's
Romulus. 3 wolf in the 90s. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's what I'm wearing.
All right, Leah. Let's go to Leah to Paul.
All right, Leah, you've got to beat this. I just breathed Neptune.
Yeah, but like, did you eat anything?
Yeah,
Can I
ate
interest
my way
you?
through. I ate my way through. I just put my face in and I chewed and then I swallowed it like this delicious crispy crunch. I'm hot and cold on. But go ahead. What did you make?
All right. Well, I harken back to the days of the 23rd century, and I bring you a volcanic atmosphere from Gamma Trianguli 6 from the worshippers of Val.
The orange guys?
No, this was when the Enterprise visited Gamma Trianguli 6 and found the natives worshipping a computer inside a volcano. Because, of course, it's always a computer.
Guys. Yeah.
Were they orange?
Yeah.
I forgot, yeah. I haven't seen the holovid in a while. Forgot they
Giant
were orange.
cave face, Phil,
I
back
just
in
remember
chat
the
says.
snake. Yeah. And it's like
Now,
erupting.
what is the biodiversity doing to my mouth? Describe the biodiversity of my mouth.
Yeah.
In my mouth.
Well, I mean, what's in your mouth is a lot of things from everybody around this room. But I use some
Why is yours?
Tamarian rock candy, as well as Bolian pie filling to get the reaction of the volcano spilling over. And then a little cetacean lichen to produce the foliage of the jungle surrounding the volcano. And as he's like distracted, I like hidden my tricorder underneath my workstation, and I want to scan him
Oh, okay.
as I'm like, chalking his ear off.
Yeah, that's awesome. All
Yeah.
right, so what are we scanning for, Lai?
I'm
Yeah.
scanning for espionage tools, like hard drive data, anything Starfleet that's on him.
Sure.
That he's
So why
stolen.
don't you do? So I'll let you do either control, because using tech, or presence.
Okay.
And it would be command or security.
Great. I'll use presence and command as I'm schmoozing him and then also scanning him. I am going to use my I'm going to use a determination. Sorry, what was the other? It was prime directive and then
Baking is life.
okay. Okay, I'm gonna use my values. Vulcans can't lie, but I sure can. To use a determination. To get a success, a critical success, and then I will roll. Is the complication range back down to 1 for this?
For this, yes, complication
Okay.
range is down to 1.
Dope.
And you're gonna need. Yeah, I was gonna say you need 3. You've got it. Would you like? So you've got 1 success extra, 1 momentum. Do you want to spend it to gain information?
Yes,
Yeah,
I want to
what question
know.
would you like to ask me?
I want to know. Is he actually a one-offian?
Oh, that's good. So Eric and Joanna, the way this works is when you get these successes, you can spend it to gain information on the roll you've just made. So you get the base information. So the base information of the scan that Laia is doing is he one-offian. So Laia, yes, it is one-offian. Your gather
Okay.
information is an extra bit of information you can spend that your scan didn't get that you can add to it.
Okay. Does he have any Starfleet tech on him?
Yeah, your tricorder is detecting isolinear chips in his pockets.
Son of a bitch. Okay, and I have the studious talent, which allows me to ask an additional question.
Son of a bee.
Thanks, Stefan.
Yeah. And Joanna and Eric, I have to be honest, but I don't have to tell all of it, if
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Oh.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
And Bari of you. Yeah.
Does he have any like red? I want to say like red flag technology. Like, does he have Romulan tech on him, or like Cardassian tech? Like people that we're scuffling with. Like, can I figure out who do you work for?
Oh,
Try not to take offense. Jeez. Red
Do.
technology.
Yeah, problematic technology.
It's that
So-
sensitivity training again.
Yeah.
So you cannot tell from your scan where the tech that they've got comes from.
Okay.
You can tell that they have some pretty serious security tech.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's definitely of professional grade. Where that's from, you couldn't tell. It could
Okay.
be anywhere.
Do we still have some momentum in the pool?
There is 3 momentum in the pool.
Okay. Can I use I don't know if this is the appropriate use for it, but can I use the momentum to send that scan to Lieutenant Shax?
Yeah.
All right. Or Commander Shax or whatever his
I don't know
what
if
his
that's
rank
I don't
is.
know if that's actually something you can do, but
Whoever
it
the
is
chief
now.
security
Yeah.
officer is, so that they can come down and shake this guy down.
Yeah, in the middle of the broadcast, you don't
Yeah,
care.
yeah.
You're just like,
No, I don't care. I know I'm not gonna win now, so I'm like, fuck it, let's go.
Got it. Okay. All right. And your can we get your
yeah.
your roll for the food?
So it's complication range 4, right?
No, only no.
3?
No, just a difficulty of 4. So the difficulty means that's how many
Oh.
successes you need. Complication
Yes.
range only changes for the critical failures.
But okay, so but for the baking, you said that the complication range went up because it's really
Difficulty.
hard, right?
Oh yeah, but no, the difficulty went up. So
Oh.
how many successes you need to do it?
Oh,
goes
okay,
up.
all right.
Yeah.
I misunderstood.
When
and-
we play, usually we don't talk about how many you need to win to add that extra element. But in this one, we're just doing it because
Okay.
I had 2 new people and I didn't want to add Tim rules to the game.
Awesome. I'm gonna buy another die. We got a ton of momentum, right?
We're down to now. Well, if you buy another die, that'll knock it down to 1.
Okay.
Okay.
Ba, 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 ba.
I mean, 4 is damn good. You did almost as well as the Klingons, but enough to like succeed. It's gonna
Yeah.
be talked about.
Not to embarrass myself.
You did not embarrass yourself. Yeah. Yeah. To Paul, Linaris is last.
Ah.
And to Paul, you did not notice any of that. That's
Yeah, I noticed none of it. I was so distracted by trying the food and thinking about the orange. Yeah, it was pretty good. And thinking about the orange people with blonde hair, they just looked like the spray tan planet.
Yeah, that's I remember that now.
that's
Yeah. Spray tan planet.
Uh,
Oh,
I'm just thinking about that. I don't notice a thing. And then to Linaris. What sort of innovative food, very innovative, do you have for us here? What world are you putting in my face holes today?
Linaris, before you respond, you see like the glow of beam-ins kind of like sort of around behind T'Pol, not immediately behind, but off stage, of multiple sort of security guards ready to kind of like move, but they're waiting for you. And it seems everyone's trying to be very respectful of the fact that there's a live show to the entire galaxy right now, broadcast of 3 of the 4 quadrants. So it's like they're not. You know, they don't want an incident on intergalactic TV holodecks.
Yeah, it's a holophile? I don't know.
Holo live.
Sure.
Holocast. That's good. Yeah.
There we go. What have I made? I've made a free-floating replica of Romulus. Now, what you first need to know is that Romulus has mollusk as their base fish food, the jumbo mollusk. So this is going to have a nice salty flavor, but we've paired it with lichenberry and poisonberry. What we've first done is create oceans of poisonberry around the outside and hardened the shell with the Andorian lichenberry for the continents. But there's one very important piece that you have to remember. I pick up a rolling pin. The juiciest thing of a planet is in the center, so you have to crack it. And I crack it like a...
You crack it like a melon.
I crack. Yeah, like a melon. So
I'm just cackling.
The beautiful inside of molten meringue.
Mashed it like a pumpkin.
So, So it cracks open like a Werther's original.
Spoken like a true god using strange energies. I'm so
Yeah.
impressed right now.
And it's free floating, by the way, because it was on an anti-grav.
Nice.
So there you go.
Wow.
I'm still holding
what?
the mallet, by the way. I didn't put it down.
I might have been insulted, but I'm actually very impressed. I mean, do you want to go out for drinks later?
Sure. Crack.
The big Bajoran man, voice crack.
Sure. Yeah, that's basically what happens.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's mostly a threat.
Linaris, let's get that roll first. And then I want you to kind of tell me what you're doing too.
Do we still have a determinate? Was it only one determination we got?
Yeah. I was gonna give you two, but there was just we didn't have enough time. So.
Okay. So I got to roll for the baking. Right. The cake. The
But
thing
it's
I
other
made.
stuff that I'm more keen on at this
Right.
point. Yeah.
But at this point, I'm holding the mallet just in case he tries to run. I'm gonna throw it at him. But he hasn't noticed any of this. So at the moment, I'm really actually just trying to get himself to dig into this thing so we can cut camera. So
I see. Okay.
Come through the PAA like, yeah, I made a planet. Put your head in the middle where all the good stuff is. So we can, and then cut the cameras so we can arrest him. So I'm trying to signal to the PA like, shut it off. Like this is a security issue now.
Okay,
Yeah.
so to get the PA to pay attention, that's the role we're gonna do. So so we're not even gonna worry about your taste of the cake of the world that you made. Let's go with presence and command to try and get them to pay attention.
This could be worse. I will
There
buy
is-
a momentum for that. There's one left in the
Yeah,
pool.
do you want to use the last momentum? Sure.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
I think I might need that.
I'm gonna tell you, you're only gonna need one success in order to like make this work, because there is like people here already. Like there's.
And is
Um,
my
if-
face like fully in the thing?
Yeah, I'm assuming your face is kind of like.
Yes. Get in the middle.
The tasty interior of Romulus.
The tasty interior of Romulus.
It is very tasty.
There we go.
Oh, Linaris.
Barely made it.
Barely made it. Okay. So Linaris, you kind of like almost too late. The PA kind of makes you can see people kind of coming in off the side, and if anyone's watching live, it'd be like, what the hell is going on? But it cuts kind of like, it doesn't cut like to an awkward thing. It just cuts to like a focus in on the galaxy trophy here. And it kind of like you hear a voiceover talking about like the trophy is made of classic vibranium titanium, and it's and you can sound that he wasn't quite ready for having to like explain it in detail. And somebody forgot to turn off the stage cameras, so you can hear the kind of like whack, oh god, whack, oh my god, Jesus, my spleen. To Paul, you're kind of being arrested pretty vigorously right now by Starfleet security. Yeah.
No, I'm not here for the car anymore. Don't
Yeah.
get the kicker. I'm not here anymore. No, this is a huge mistake.
To Paul, you're able to trigger your getaway plan if you wish.
Oh
Yes?
yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So to Paul, I think to Paul, you're gonna have to laugh maniacally if you don't mind.
Fools! Fools! Fools!
Osaway, Linaris, or La'iha. Any one of the three of you can make one final check before we end to how you might deactivate the Federation tech that you detected on them, or the isolinear chips. You all interacted with them. You all knew it was going up. You all would have a chance to make a roll.
Try to
but only
smash it
only
with
one of
my
you.
mallet.
So it'd be smash it with the mallet, or yeah.
Big swings.
Yeah, I think so.
Go get him, Big Bear.
All right. So give me a fitness security.
I do have a focus in athletics as well as security
Sure.
systems. So
Sure.
let's come on, Big Bear.
Do you want to give me a threat?
Yes, I
Okay.
do.
All right. So T'Pol, you can hear that horrible chink of like shattered isolinear chip in your pocket.
No!
Just as you trigger your emergency beam out, and you will fade away. Want to lie? They cut back to the show with the TA or the PA coming off the side, presenting Lays with the galactic trophy.
Yes, a trophy. I don't have a trophy. Oh, this brick.
Why do you have a brick just lying around?
Yeah, more questions than an actual trophy, really.
I believe that's called the Eastman doorstop.
We all have them. We all have to have them.
Yeah.
Part of moving in, you have to have a brick or two near the door. Just thank you. Thank you. I never doubted my own abilities.
Absolute Gregory.
And with that, the music for the end of the show cues. Liz, you've won this year's Great Galactic Bake-Off, and the show's credits roll. Our show is not quite done though. Eric and Joanna, thank you so very much for coming to play with us tonight. It's utterly ridiculous. It's not always this ridiculous, but fairly close. So yeah, it's always this ridiculous. But that was lots of fun. Thank you very much. I know you both now, watching you years on the Critical Hit Show, which is one of my favorite things to do in Vancouver once a month. What else would you like to kind of like brag and plug about? Please, the floor is yours.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know what I have to plug right now. But thank you so much, Tim. This is so much fun. I had such a good time, and yeah, I feel like I don't get to play often enough. So thank you so much. Yeah, come out to the Critical Hit Show. If you like stuff like this, then you'll love the Critical Hit Show. Our next show is 20th of December, which is a Wednesday, at the Real Theater. So come out to that. If you want to see more of me, I made a show called Standard Action, which we were just talking about on the intermission, which is reminding me of that. So you can go watch Standard Action. That's on YouTube. It's kind of, it's a few years ago now, but it's still enjoyable. Yeah, and then follow me on Instagram or Twitter at Mighty Joanna, and I'll tell you if there's anything to tell you.
Perfect. Eric?
Joanna and I, we do the Critical Hit Show at the Rio Theater. We're down to once every other month. So yeah, December 20th is the next one. Yeah, it's a really fun show. Joanna plays an amazing character, an elf warlock named Freya, who may or may not be a mob boss. We're not sure if it's church or an extortion gang or something.
Yeah, probably.
It's a heck of a lot of fun.
Yes,
yeah.
Is the answer to that.
Yes. The stuff that I'm doing now, hopefully I'll be back at Science World doing another Gentleman Heckler show in the new year.
Cool.
And in the meantime, you can find me Wednesday mornings right here on the internet on a thing I call Morning Chit with Eric Fell. Watch this, Tim. Ready? I call it Morning Chit with Eric Fell. Huh?
That was pretty great.
That's pretty solid.
Wow.
Nicely done.
I also have a cutaway to, I don't know, Joanna, if you remember Disco Dance Machine.
I don't know if I do remember Disco. What was that from?
I just have these cutaways. I'll be in the middle of talking, and right. Also, not only will you get to meet me, you'll get to meet the other evil Eric from another dimension. Okay, I'm done with that.
You're gonna have to show me how to do these to up my game.
I will. I promise. Wednesday. That's like Wednesday mornings at 9 a.m. Pacific. I do that then. And I'm just working on a couple other things. Hopefully I'll put it up online. But if you want to see me live, my next guaranteed live show is the Critical Hit Show with Joanna Gaskell and a host of brilliant
They are.
comedians.
Yeah.
They are brilliant.
It's
Yeah.
always a good laugh.
They are my best friends to the point where they were my wedding party.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, my friends. It was a pleasure.
Oh.
And my illustrious crew, I love you lots. Folks, we'll be back in 3 weeks now, because I'll be leaving for D&D in a castle on Wednesday.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited.
Ellis.
And feel the envy. Feed off of it.
Where are you going for that? Is that
It'll be in Durham County in Lumley Castle, north in near Newcastle upon Tyne.
Oh
And I've even written. I wrote the adventure this year, and I think I'm actually going to refine it and publish it, because I took the actual history of Lumley Castle and then turned it into a D&D adventure in Faerun. So
Oh my
I
gosh, that's
think
so
I'm gonna do an alt what really happened history. So yeah. I'm pretty excited for it. So,
Ugh, you're so top notch, man. Like you always bring so much to whatever you do.
I appreciate that.
So cool.
You can find me on the gmtim.ca and at the gmtim on Instagram. And that's it. Let's go to final credits. Have a good night, everyone. Bye.
Bye.